I now think that all of those that I think a week back told me, Rokani, Benjamin Shesho is going to have to make a decision to join Arsenal, and I told you he has not going to have to make a decision. Now, you've seen it today. Some of you have already gone ahead, obviously, read it via the X account of Rokani Media Football. Fabrizio Romano, Benjamin Shesho, because it has been the biggest breaking story of the day. Because yesterday, I brought you a story coming in from Fabrizio Romano confirming to us that Benjamin Shesho decision is soon yet to be made. And if at all I'm to bring you up to speed, if at all you missed out onto that video, I think I should flash it on your screen and you obviously watch it, because Fabrizio Romano had something huge to obviously put up yesterday about this side called the side called Benjamin Shesho, and I went ahead and put it out here. And let me take this opportunity to obviously flash it here and show you how accurate this guy is always. He said, Man United, Chelsea and Arsenal, these are the three clubs in the race for Benjamin Shesho. RB Leipzig are still fighting to keep the player in the club. I think he will decide soon. You hear that? He said this yesterday. An announcement is going to come in through today. I don't see this saga going to July or August. I expect Sesko to decide really soon. I think it's a possibility Shesho decides before the Euros. It really depends on the player, so we'll see. I see this story over in June. So he predicted that this story is not going to exceed June, and guess what? That soon has gone ahead obviously come up and show itself today, as Fabrizio Romano came up and obviously put out the following post, and he broke the story. It was an exclusive, and it's finally gotten reactions from very many different people. It is Fabrizio Romano telling us that Benjamin Shesho has decided to stay at RB Leipzig and sign new contract on improved terms. Decision made for talented striker, similar to what Haaland decided back in the days at Borussia Dortmund. Shesho will stay at RB Leipzig with a new gentleman agreement for future exit. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, and for the Christ and for the Muslims, we thank Allah for the gift of life. And good evening. Thank you for everyone who is watching in through. Rokani David is my name. I come here to obviously broadcast this to where you guys want to be. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, we are here to obviously bring you the latest news and information about the Benjamin Shesho deal, as Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to obviously break it earlier today that Benjamin Shesho has gone ahead to make a decision on where he's going to be playing next, and he has decided to stay at RB Leipzig. And I think people are like, we lie to the world. We lie to the world. And this guy has been always accurate on what I was going to be saying about this guy. So one will say, what did Erling Haaland do? This is what Erling Haaland went ahead to do. Erling Haaland, after signing in the winter transfer window of 2020 with Borussia Dortmund, right? Haaland had interest. You get? And he said, I have to first play for Borussia Dortmund for more 2 seasons. Even after playing his first full season at Borussia Dortmund of 2020, 2021 and scored very many goals, very many clubs were after him. And he was like, no way. I have to play that season of 2021, 2022 at Borussia Dortmund. And he later found himself sold to Man City. And it looks like Benjamin Shesho has gone ahead to obviously replicate that, and he wants to see to it that he stays at RB Leipzig and have a better season. And I tell you, this season we are going to start of 2024-2025, Benjamin Shesho is going to be the leading striker of RB Leipzig. And I tell you, he's going to really score in goals for fun. He's going to be scoring goals for fun. I anticipate that he's going to reach 20 plus goals in the Bundesliga, and he's going to do lots of things together. So I think that's a decision that is really haunting to the sides of Arsenal, Manchester United, and Chelsea. But a decision is going to have to be made, because these teams are going to hit obviously put their proposals on the table. And guess what went ahead to happen? Obviously, what went ahead to happen was they've gone ahead through them, and they haven't gone ahead to obviously make a decision to obviously leave RB Leipzig. But I want to really throw this. I want to throw this in. It's coming through from my head. I think Benjamin Shesho and his agent were really wise. What they did was, let's obviously show RB Leipzig that we're having huge interest, and they'll dance to our tunes when it comes to negotiations, meaning that RB Leipzig was in a weak position of negotiation and Benjamin Shesho was in a strong position of negotiation, because if RB Leipzig didn't dance to the tunes of Benjamin Shesho, Shesho would have gone ahead to leave. And RB Leipzig had to obviously meet the requirements or the requests coming in through from Benjamin Shesho and his entourage on the conditions they set for the 21-year-old Slovenian to stay at the side of RB Leipzig. So they win, and I can say that the entourage of Benjamin Shesho used Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea to leverage onto their new contract that is really improved at RB Leipzig. Now, we wait and see how that is going to pan out, but it's really huge news that are going to hit obviously make rounds all over the world. Then Fabrizio Romano tells us that in this new contract, there is a gentleman's agreement. Benjamin Shesho, his agent, and RB Leipzig to leave the club in the summer of 2025 or 2026, with different conditions compared to a 65 million euros this summer. Premier League clubs will remain there for the future. Now, I understand they're going to hit obviously do a deal like that, but Benjamin Shesho has gone ahead to make that decision, but he has to note to it that as very many strikers have gone ahead to crop up in the previous season, in the next 2 years, he will need to stay at his peak to see to it that he keeps interest in those teams, right? For example, if Man United get in a young striker and Chelsea get in a young striker plus Arsenal, I don't see them going in for striker in 2025, 2026, because that striker situation would have gone ahead to be sorted. You get? Maybe he will obviously come to Man City, because I don't see Erling Haaland at Man City in the next 2 years. Man City can't keep him because the team that manages him is really trying to do old groom another Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You remember Zlatan? Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Barcelona, PSG, Manchester United, back to AC Milan. They made a lot of money from this guy, and Erling Haaland is gonna be traded the same way. You understand? He's gaining momentum, and he's one of the best strikers in the world. That is Erling Haaland, and I think in 2 years from now he's gonna be leaving the side of City, and they will sell him expensively, and his agency will earn a lot of money. And he's still young. He's just 23 years, 24 years of age. He will do the needful, and maybe in 2 years from now, Man City will obviously go in and fetch or sign Benjamin Shesho. You understand? But if at all a team like Arsenal, Man United and Chelsea go in for those strikers and they're really very unproven, then I don't see them going for Shesho. And Arsenal has gone ahead to show us that the moment they show interest in you and you snub them, they don't go back for you. That is it. We've seen it on players like Yuri Tielemans. Even when he was a free agent, Arsenal said, we are not going for you, you know, and very many other players, Fofana, huge players and huge names that Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously try to sign, and in the so doing, Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously find themselves in a position of really getting well to where they deserve to be. So Benjamin Shesho will be leaving in either 2025 or 2026, meaning that there is a chance that even next summer teams will obviously show up and really come in for him. But I tell you, all that will happen, he has to obviously be firing in goals. Look at the situation in which Victor Osimhen is in. You know, for the season that we've shown our back, he has not going to hit obviously perform, and you see how Napoli is struggling to obviously put him off, because they put him on what we call astronomical wages. You get? He's really on astronomical wages, and guess what? It's not really coming to where he wants it to be. So we pray Benjamin Shesho all goes on as to plan. But for all to go on as to plan, he has to continue firing in those goals like no other. Jacobs Ben had something to say about this transfer. Sorry, about this decision of Benjamin Shesho. Leipzig expected to announce Benjamin Shesho has extended his contract on Wednesday. Shesho will stay on a new lucrative deal, as Fabrizio Romano first called. Extending was always a concrete possibility despite interest from Arsenal, Chelsea and Man United. Shesho wanted clarity before Euros of 2024. Obviously, the deadline was set, and we all knew to it that he wanted to go ahead and really play for his team when he's really ready and very, very after affirming that he's ready for the next big step, and that is Benjamin Shesho for you. So his announcement is going to be made tomorrow by RB Leipzig, that is going to obviously extend his contract for a further 2 years, to see to it that it goes, I think, until 2028. But 2025 won't be far off from him to look out for his next destination in there for you. That is Benjamin Shesho. And even Bayern Munich might come in for him, because I think that after this season, they'll be looking for a player to come in through and obviously take over Harry Kane. Now, David Austin has said the belief among English sides is Arsenal hold upper hand to sign Benjamin Shesho. They offer league football stability under Mikel Arteta. Two things lacking at Chelsea and Manchester United. However, there is a very real possibility Shesho will opt to stay at RB Leipzig. That is more of a threat to Arsenal's hopes than him electing to move elsewhere in the Premier League. So he had gone ahead, obviously, tell us that that's how stuff is going to happen for this guy known as Benjamin Shesho. So that's what we have from Benjamin Shesho. He has gone ahead to decide onto where he's going to be playing next, and it's all about RB Leipzig. Go into the comment section and tell me which striker do you think Arsenal should go in for this time around, after Benjamin Shesho has gone ahead to snub Arsenal to play for the side of RB Leipzig, because I'm going to really come in through later to do a live video. I'll base on the names, I'll analyze all those strikers and come up with what we call the best that I think Arsenal is going to be going in for in here. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani, if it is my name, smash the like button close to 300 times, and don't forget to subscribe, because we want to hit 21,600. And I'd like to congratulate everyone who has been part of this journey. We've gone ahead to hit 21,500 subscribers. Now let's go to 21,600 and drive this to 22,000 subscribers. So guys, I sign out. See you later. It's a 5-finger salute to everyone watching in through on this beautiful channel. You people are really very, very lovable, and I will never forsake you to really bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is concerned. Good evening. First video of the day, more is yet to come.